Shedeur Sanders is not Dion. He doesn't have the reputation of Dion. He's got daddy, but son is not daddy. And first you have to go, lesson one, first you go along, then you get along. Okay? First you go along, then you get along. No matter where you are, in whatever level of sports, you're going to go from, and in business, you're going to go from one level to another level, but more specifically sports. You're a high school player, you're a freshman, you're nothing. You ascend and rise up the ladder, and you get to a good position. You're a starter, you're playing, you're contributing, and you have value. You get drafted or recruited, you get signed by a school, you go to a college. Guess what? You're a freshman again. Either you're going to be redshirted and you're not going to play, but you're going to practice and work out, or you're going to go in and ride the pine for a while and earn your keep. Very few freshmen that go into college play right away and really contribute. Very few. So you have to go along. Go along with the system. Learn the coaches, play the game, learn their offenses, learn their defenses, build your body up, get stronger, get your grades up. You have to go along to get along. And as you go along, then you ascend again. And now you're a junior, senior, and you're actually earning your bones, okay? And you're really contributing. After you get out of college, if you get drafted by an NFL team, you start all over again. And you're now a rook. You're the rookie, all right? You get mocked by the guys. You have to do all the dirty work, and you have to earn your way up the ladder once again. But prior to the NFL, there's the draft. And the draft is a totally different animal altogether, because you basically are going from college to the draft to the NFL. So you have to get through that big set of gatekeepers first. And when you get to the draft, the draft process, you have combines that you have to work out. And I've heard that Sanders didn't go to a number of combines. He turned down, or didn't go to the combine, or didn't turn down workouts for teams. I think it was. Turned down workouts for teams, okay? So he turned down workouts for teams. He went to the combine. He interviewed with the coaches at the combine, and a lot of feedback that came out, most of it anonymous, were that he didn't interview very well. Now, Tony Dungy was on let me find that. Tony Dungy was on a show with NBC, okay? And in this interview, he talks about what he learned about Shedeur Sanders during the interview process. Let's listen on this.
This feels like the right place to do it to me, because he slides all the way to the 5th round, and there's 1,000,001 theories as to how and why this could have happened. And Coach, one of the theories that gets brought up a lot is the interview process, and that he didn't interview well with these teams. Take us inside that interview process and what that's like. What kind of questions? What's the dynamic? How does that all go down?
Yeah, and basically at the combine, you have 15 minutes to sit with the guys, and you want to find out about them. And then the guys you're really interested in, you're going to go on campus, or you're going to get somewhere and talk to them and interview with them. Shedeur didn't talk to everybody, and that to me was a mistake, number one. And then number two, you have to go sell yourself, and you have to make people comfortable with you. I can remember we drafted Dallas Clark in the 1st round, and we flew him in that night, and he was the most surprised person in the world, because he said, "Coach, you talked to me for 15 minutes at the combine. You never asked me one question about football. All you asked about was my family and growing up and what I wanted to do after football's over. I thought you were just blowing me off." I said, "Dallas, that's what I wanted to find out. If you're going to be a great teammate, if you're going to be a Colt personality, that's what teams want to know, and that's what they want to figure out, Rod."